Emotions are the invisible threads that weave together the fabric of human experience. They rise within us like waves, sometimes calm and tender, other times overwhelming and fierce, shaping the way we perceive ourselves, others, and the world around us. Emotions give depth and color to existence. Without them, life would be reduced to a mere sequence of events, lacking meaning and resonance. 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 Lacking meaning and resonance.
In these clear bins, as well as these unopened boxes, we have hundreds of custom Moglog bubble wrap mailers for our 5 and 10 packs. Over here, we have more boxes with, you guessed it, boxes that when assembled turn into the Mog box or our 20 pack. These bad boys right here. Custom detailing Eat Real protein for the reveal. Over here, we have the first working inventory of Moglogs. These will constitute for the first couple hundred orders, each box containing 250 plus Moglogs, 2.75 ounces each. You do the math, 850 pounds of meat total. The rest of these boxes are in a climate controlled environment, waiting to be brought down when we clear this inventory. One of the main questions I get is, do I need to refrigerate my Moglog? Nope, absolutely not. Thanks to a little bit of food science with the cherry powder and celery powder, these are shelf stable for 14 months, so long as the vacuum seal is not punctured. You have high quality meat waiting to be eaten at your convenience. Coming over here, we have a Rollo thermolaser printer, which shoots out 1 label per second, so we're all good on that front. And it's powered by my absolute giga computer with a 5090. We have a photo shoot going down. We got some meat skewers, some toothpicks, get ready for this, and some particle board. Now this is gonna turn into a professional photo shoot. Watch the magic. A lot of you guys were upset with me because last time we checked in, I didn't bring Sebastian to the PARK. And I have good reason for that, and that's because, as I was saying, I actually have good reason for that. I have good reason for that, and that's because that particular place, that establishment, does not allow dogs. So I have a lot to tell you, a lot to fill you in on, a lot to cover, a lot to discuss. And we're gonna knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. We're gonna take Sebastian on a nice little hike, and I'm gonna break down the launch of the Moglog. All right, I'm just gonna post up in the grass and catch you guys up to speed. About a week ago, I received a freight delivery of 850 pounds of Moglogs. Now this bad boy right here is my first entry into CPG, or consumer packaged goods. I created it because I found a lot of problems that I wanted to solve. Number one, we live in a protein slop world. Everyone is trying to eat these protein bars and powders and pills, and quite frankly, they're disgusting. I'm tired of trying to be persuaded that they taste good or that they're healthy for you. On the contrary, a Moglog is 27 grams of protein and clocks in at 220 calories. We are using the highest quality beef that you can find. 100% USA grass-fed beef made in a USDA inspected facility. All right, Philion, we get it. When can we get them? June 1st. That is the official launch date. Pencil me in, write it down in your calendar, put it on a post-it note. I'm doing everything in my power to get this website up and running, to streamline the logistics and shipping. In a couple days' time, you too will be able to try a Moglog. You just need to go to mogged.shop and enter your email address. That's mogged.shop. Mogged.shop. I'm selling to you. I'm selling to you. This is a call to action. Go to mogged.shop. I can't make it more clear. June 1st. That is when we are dropping. It is a Monday. Now, what makes Moglog different? It's an excellent question. I'm glad you asked. Number one, we're using the highest quality beef you can source in America. Number two, no other snack stick has 27 grams of protein, and that is thanks to two different factors. Number one, we are much bigger. Each stick is 2.75 ounces. Most meat sticks on the market are 1 to 1.15 ounces. Now, why do they do that? It's because you can't push beef more than it actually is. What do I mean by that? Well, beef is beef. It only has so much protein if you were to do a macronutrient breakdown. But what you can do is play with the protein to fat ratio. Now, this bad boy is not just high in protein. It has the perfect amount of fat. It provides us a source of fuel. The thing with protein bars and all the other slop products is that they're filled with sugar alcohols, these weird blends of protein isolate, and they try to be real protein, but they always come up short. You know what real protein is? Meat, animal products. Like, you're not beating this. I've actually noticed that some supplement companies are branding themselves as grass-fed, but they're not using beef, they're using whey, which means the cows were grass-fed and then they're taking the milk from the cow. Dude, you're jumping through all these obstacles, these hula hoops, trying to be different to appeal to all these crowds, man. It's just, this slices through the noise like a Hattori Hanzo samurai sword. It's so simple, it's so stupid. It's like, everyone else is trying to, appeal to everyone's inner child. Here's the unicorn fart birthday cake protein blast bar. Listen, I'm a 28-year-old man, okay? I am not eating that in public. And you cannot convince me that it tastes good. This thing mogs in every single facet. Taste, quality, aura, nutrition. Oh, Philion's selling a white label product. Please. White label? No one else has this proprietary formula. This is one of one. This is Mogged LLC. Get it through your head. It's not clocking to you. You think I would start a white label brand? Please! Put some respect on my name, goddammit. And just like that, it's starting to rain. Fun fact about me. Rain might be my favorite weather. Something about it is serene. It's tranquility manifest. It gives life to flowers and grass. Hydrates the earth. Lesson in there. Man, I am so hungry. I've been walking all these miles. If only there was just something. What the hell? What is this? A better for you snack stick? 100% USA grass-fed beef dropping June 1st? Can I let you in on a little secret? There's nothing like this. It's really fucking good. Look, I don't want to be that guy, but I gotta do it to him. This is their meat. This is my meat. This is their meat. This is the meat that she tells you not to worry about. You're gonna tell me size doesn't matter? My meat is so big that I can actually do tricks with it. I call this one the helicopter. So I just got back to the HQ, the compound, the basement, where I'll be running all of the Mogged LLC operations out of. And I just wanted to take a minute and explain to you some ideas, some frameworks, some ball knowledge from your boy. Number one, most meat stick companies suck. Number two, most protein supplement companies suck. Now, why is that important? A couple years ago, I read a book in college. Senior year, I was in an entrepreneurship class. Now, everyone thinks college is bullshit, and to some it may be. But this class and the teacher were foundational in my own entrepreneurship journey. The main premise was to create a BHAG, a big, hairy, audacious goal. This is a vision that you create 5 years in the future of what your life looks like. And I still have the packet. It's like 40 pages. And one day I'll show it to you. We also had to read a book called The Blue Ocean Strategy. Now, this is not some scammy, Corselly, e-commerce bullshit. It's a pretty logical book that breaks down this idea of red versus blue oceans. Now, when you think of a red ocean, that means blood, competition. Blue oceans are uncharted territories. A good example of these businesses that utilize the blue ocean strategy is Yellowtail Wine, which is like the main, I guess, hero brand of the book that demonstrates it. Uber, and soon to be Moglog. Because the Moglog solves a number of problems and answers questions that have not been identified yet. Since we live in a protein slop world, and meat stick companies have faults of their own, the intersectionality of that, the ikigai, the bullseye, is my product. You see, protein bars and powders, they try, but they never quite get there. For starters, they taste like shit, and I won't be convinced otherwise. They're not ideal for digestion either. Leaves people perpetually bloated, and they always use fake sugar and sweeteners like stevia, monk fruit, and other bullshit. What's wrong with actual sugar, I will never know. On the contrary, meat stick companies are oily messes. It's gas station tier nonsense. And there have been other companies that have tried to play with certain variables within their own products and stand out, but they never quite hit the mark. You see, a lot of meat stick companies source their beef from places like Australia or Canada and market it as healthier or more premium. But everyone knows USA beef is king. In fact, 100% grass-fed beef is like the highest quality you can get. Also, at 27 grams of protein, 220 calories, if you do the math, you would realize that we are striking a perfect balance of protein to fat, or lean to fat ratio. This is so important in terms of satiety, which was one of my main pain points with meat sticks. I would eat one and I would feel like a clown. I would feel cheated because I was still hungry. Sure, they taste good, but what am I going to eat, like 2 or 3 at a time? And that's why this thing is 2.75 ounces. It absolutely mogs its competition. Now, I have big hands. This thing is huge. Not only is it bigger, but it's actually better. The ingredient list is minimal, bare bones, almost brutalist in its approach. My strategy going into this is intentional. You see, I'm not here to compete with Slim Jim Chomp and other gas station meat products or beef jerkies. That would be silly. I'm here to throw a wrench into big protein. To have people reimagine and think about what they're actually fueling their bodies with. Because the Moglog exists on its own, unbothered, in its own lane. No one has 27 grams of protein at 220 calories. And it's not just about the macronutrients, even the micronutrients are absolutely killer. Why would people reach for a protein slop bar or a powder that one, tastes like shit, and two, is not actually good for them? Your answer's right here.